Yeah, we're in a hurry. We're going to speak to Craig McEwan, who fought Andy Lee and he's been sparring with Chavez.
Yeah, I thought they did really well. I got good reports, obviously, from Freddie as well. So, yeah, I thought they did quite well.
And how did you find him? I mean, is he as big as everyone says he is?
Well, surprisingly, watching him from, not being in there, watching him from outside on the TV, you know, he looks so easy to hit, and he doesn't look, you know, but when you're in there, he is very strong, and he is very technical as well. He puts himself together quite well. So, yeah, he is strong. He is big and strong. He is.
What's his best either asset or punch? If Andy Lee called you up and said, "Craig, give me a tip on how to beat him," what would you tell Andy Lee if he did that?
Well, to be honest, I think Andy has to have fast feet. I think fast feet keep him at range as Andy's good at. So if he keeps him at range, and plus, don't let him hit your body. I think he's got Chavez is a really good body puncher, and he puts his shots quite well to work together and to the body. So try not to get too much inside and just keep him at range the whole night. And I don't think he should. I mean, I think if he keeps his feet and he keeps him at long range, I just can't see Chavez getting in because he is easy to hit. But once you get involved with him, it's a different story.
Do you think that perhaps Chavez has had a tough old time because he's living in his father's shadow, and let's face it, it's a giant shadow, Craig.
Yeah.
And yet, the kid's a better fighter than some people give him credit for, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I think he was going with all the rumours and all the the hype that people were saying he's not as good as his father, and all that. But when you're in there with him, he did open my eyes a little bit, and he is as good as he can be. Not as big as his father, obviously, but he can do well, I think.
Yeah, well, who can be as big as his father? Certainly
in
Mexico.
That's true. Yeah, that was a bit of a.
Yeah. Craig, let me ask you this: what are you up to now? You had those back-to-back defeats against proper fighters, Quillen and Andy Lee. No problem with that. You've had one since. Where's Craig McEwan going now?
Well, I spoke to Golden Boy, and I think they were saying they want to try and get Sergio Mora a fight. So they're just trying to find a date and a venue and a place to put it. Either put it on like an ESPN Friday Night Fights or put it on an undercard of some other show. So we're just waiting on word back, and I think that's the next step. But I mean, I'm open to everything. They offered me a fight 3 weeks' notice to go to Mexico City to fight an undefeated kid from, I think it was 20-year-old, I think he is, with 18 knockouts out of 20 fights, I think. They offered it to me, but they're saying, look, you don't have to take it, but it's, it'll be a great opportunity for you. Now it's not my nature to turn down fights, but 3 weeks' notice to fight a guy in Mexico City, away from everybody, and I just think, well, I felt really quite. I didn't want to turn it down, but I'll fight him in Vegas, or I'll fight him in LA, or I'll fight him anywhere, but I'm not going there to be.
Not on his doorstep. That makes sense.
No.
What about the British middleweight scene? Assuming you stay at middleweight, that's that's booming at the moment.
I think that's I think I want to be in the mix there as well. You've got Martin Murray's and Macklins and Barkers and all the rest of them. So I think if I'm in the mix, I think it would be really interesting. I really want to try and get involved there as well. So I'm open to everything, but I'm a contract with Golden Boy, so they don't see much of the British scene. They've got a few British fighters, but they're not really putting any many shows, so I've got to wait until what they say. But they're saying Sergio Mora, but I'm hoping I'll try and I'll always keep telling them to try and get me fights in Britain. But
it makes sense. Well, listen, Craig, let's hope we see you here very, very soon. And just quickly before I let you go, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky. Who do you think wins, Andy Lee or Chavez?
I've been dealing with two of them. I think if Andy just keeps it at range and doesn't get involved with them, just puts his shots properly, I think I can see him winning on points. He has got the power, obviously, Andy. I know, but I just think if he just keeps it at range and just keep, be smart about it, don't get involved with them, I think he can win. But with Chavez, he's strong and he works hard to the body. So I'm going to see Andy on points, but I just don't know. Actually, I just really don't know.
You just don't know. Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, Craig, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much, Bunce. Cheers.
Craig McEwan talking to me a bit earlier. Before that, Andy Lee. Before that, Bob Arum.